Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. It's 5:05. Let's go. Doing what I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you today. It's a rant, but a controlled rant. Not a rant, but just noticing some things. That's all. Bring some things to light. You know how we do. Let's go. Right is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. The message in the story. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thing and mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thing is a way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I get through, because that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, it's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. Person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my yacht, be true. Right thinkers, I got a few titles. I'm going to shorten it up to people you lose in your transformations in life. What the what? Layman's term. Wrong living had friends, things up the wazoo. Okay? Right living, no friends. What the? Okay? What the funk is that about? So we're going to talk about that. And those are people who, when you do what they're doing, it's fine. But if you ain't doing what they're doing, you won't mean nothing. But you got to realize that I learned my life lessons the old-fashioned way. I had to live through them. That's called hard knocks. And why? Because it's going to hurt. Life lessons sometimes hurt. But you learn. Those are the ones that teach you. Experience. All right, let's go. When I was drug dealing, I keep pointing back to that, okay? I was Mr. Popular. I was Mr. Right. I had the drugs. I had the game going. I was all in, okay? I had no alone time. I had to go to the bathroom and get away from people, okay? I was the king of the entourage. And for me, these are my little workers, I didn't see them nothing other than that. My mother said, well, every time you got to go somewhere, you got to, these my money, this my little, so I had a different mindset. I didn't see it that way. Other people did. Yeah, I went, I took a crew. I didn't see it that way. Moving on. But I seen so-called good church-going people, hard-working people playing my game. On the outside, I had a basement. I called it hell. When you came into my domain, you was in hell. Why? I'm the devil's son. I'm Bill's son. And he's the devil. So you know that made me. So I was comfortable with that mindset. I was eagles. I was all moving on. But I had a bunch of friends. Everybody. Yeah, okay. And I never acted like I was something other than a drug dealer. Yeah, I was born this. I'm a drug dealer, true and true. I was never acting like I was a good guy. Nope. I was a hustler, born and bred to what? Hustle and do what I was doing. At that time, you couldn't tell me nothing. Okay. Didn't have to. Life taught me. All right, so again, that lifestyle was good for me for a little while. Again, evil like a dog, shit fast but don't shit long. So for that 5-year span that I did that nonsense, it seemed like a long time. But that 3 years I paid after, it was even longer. See where I'm going with that? Okay, understand that. But when I was a drug dealer, I had friends. Everything I needed. right until the end. I had friends up until I went to jail. I went to jail by myself. I had a bunch of friends. Yeah, I got locked. There was 4 of us that got knocked off. But I only one did time. Okay, so understand that. Yeah, I was the man. Okay. Okay, so far of money, so fast, give me that fast money, okay? Drugs, for all that nonsense, it was all good, right? For a little while. And then it was my dream come true. I'm living my dream. Every day I'm just, and then that dream turned to a nightmare. And until depending on where my man at, I'm coming down to it where, yeah, I was the man. I was surrounded by people who I thought, love me, that love for me. Due to my ignorance, I thought they was all my friends. In the voice of my dude, but not yet. I have friends everywhere I went. I was treated like somebody from stem to stern. Wherever I went, I knew somebody. Why? I'm dropping, okay, where I go, you know what I do. So I'm taking care of people who take care of me. So everybody want to take care of me. Okay, that's fine. But I was untouchable, right? As long as I stayed in my hood, I was untouchable. I was good to go, all right? But then, what happened? Everybody knew me, Yep, I was Bill's son. I was that dude, okay? But when it all hit the fan, in the words of my man Teddy, where all my friends? This the hard part right here. Okay, now you big bad, you Bill's son, for 5 years you had a good run. We ran an illegal business, okay, out the back door, doing our thing, okay? But my life lesson I learned from thinking that all those customers was my friends. For real, I thought, because I was, they come give me money, I'm getting drugs, I'm their man. No, you just the guy who's supplying them with drugs. You drug dealer, simple as that. If you thought anything other than that, you was wrong. I was wrong, but I thought, until I found out what's this. But I went from entourage daily to what? No one, no drugs, no money making, and what? No friends. Here we go. I spent 3 years in prison. And in my Teddy Tender ass voice, where are all my friends? In 3 years, I didn't see a one. So I got a little agitated. Okay, being nice. You feel me? So yeah, I got no love for none of them. When you got the drugs, you got everybody. Okay, you the man. I was. With no drugs, nobody wanted to bother with you. Okay, I got you. So in 3 years, I saw my real friends. It went but a few. I said few. And when I got out, I still rode with that few. The ones who didn't, don't concern myself with them. Let them go. And when you down, only your real friends will stick and stay around. That's what it showed me. That's another life lesson. Okay? Now, here's the caveat right here. This is why I get a little annoyed at. Because now that I'm living, right? I even teach my right philosophy, teaching classes, earning a little living, making little dollars, doing my thing. Okay, all that. No friends. I'm glad I got that guy. And I asked my pastor, dude, what's up? No, but right? I ain't no friends either. You a God-fearing man. You a good man. Always been. You ain't got friends? So the people who serve God, they ain't with the crowd. I'm seeing something new, different. I didn't know about this. He said, brother, right, you've been sanctified. That was a few years ago. How much longer I got to sit up in the oven to be sanctified? But I got the concept, and I'm learning now. You're doing good. Nobody wanna mess with you. But when you're doing bad, you got a whole bunch. I know that for a fact. Moving on. Watch this. Now, no drugs, no fast money, no ladies chasing me, just righteous living, daily teaching my philosophy. I ain't got a problem in the world. I ain't got a friend either, but I'm good with that. Again, less friends, less drama, less problems. More friends, more money, more problems. I'm comfortable without both. No friends, no problem. I'm good. All right. And I personally spend a lot of time alone. A lot of people can't be alone. I ain't got no problem. Give me my books. I'm good right here. I can be here all day, get something to eat, do something. But I can be here, this is where I do my work at. This is where I do my creating at. I'm a content creator. I come here to contemplate, think, relax, meditate. I do everything in my lab. That's why it's my lab. Moving on. All right. But I spend a lot of time alone. And I'm cool with that. Why? I'm creative. I can use my time wisely. I ain't got no friends. Nobody calling me. I don't do none of that nonsense. I'm busy. I stay busy. Okay? Why? I teach. So I have to learn. When I'm not teaching, I'm learning. Okay? I love learning. So I spend a lot of time. Y'all call it, trolling. I just go through stuff like that, read it, check it out, store it away. Information. Again, I give it, so I got to receive it. Again, I spend a lot of time by myself. Why? That's cool. Because personally, I'm my best company. I know that. Always knowing that. If you by yourself ain't got a problem, you the problem. Simple as that. I can't make it no simple. I talk to God. If I'm by myself, that means I can talk to God endlessly. Yep. So I go into meditative state and just have at it. I listen. When I'm praying, I'm talking. When I'm meditating, I'm listening. And I do that daily. And I used to get upset. Now, I love my alone time. I look forward to it. Why? It gives me solace and I love that now. Before, man, I need to, so I got past that too. When you can be by yourself and be good, that's better. My best friend and pastor never sold a drug, never ran the streets. He was serving the Lord at 15 years old. When I met him, he was into the Lord, and I had respect for that at that time. Didn't know why, but why? Why not? He's the preacher man. He's a holy man. I ain't no problem with that. But the lesson I taught him served him in what he was doing in life. And he'll always respect me for that. But now that full circle, I'm learning from him. He's my biblical translator, okay? That's what I be talking about. But when I see righteousness, when I see righteous people living their best life, I don't care what they did to do it. The fact that they're doing it, I respect that. So, because you're Christian, Muslim, or Jew, I don't care. But if you treat me right and you're doing what you need to be do for you, I respect that. Because I'm doing the same thing. That's why. Moving on. And my church family, if it wasn't for me going to church, I see them every week. We on the prayer line. So I've got a relationship going. I don't got nobody else I hang out with. So I'm good with my church family. In that degree, we fine. All right? And wrapping it up, this is a quick line to get this out of the way. Good. I'm so tired. I got something to do anyway. But in another life lesson, let's talk this right quick. My life lesson, people say they want to do right and don't. But really, don't let that be you. That's all I can say. What people say and do ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm questioning. If what you say match what you do, people will respect you and listen to you. If what you say don't match what you do, they're not going to listen or follow you. I wouldn't. So, again, I hold myself accountable to the same situation I hold somebody else. If what you say ain't making sense, I ain't listening. And if what you doing ain't matching what you said, I sure ain't listening. And wrap this up. Again, if your intentions, and don't count for much, okay? But if your intentions are good, that means what? You're thinking right, you're acting right, so your actions will match your intentions. And that's right thing of philosophy. Live it. Don't talk it, be it. That's all. I ain't got to talk. No, I just do what I do. And one of the things I do is enlighten, inspire, and educate you. That's part of what I do. So that's me doing what I do also. Those who always talking about right, doing right, aka good and what? What the hell is that? I don't know what I got crazy right here. Okay, but those who talk a good game and don't walk it, those people I just don't have no respect or nothing for you. Why? You full of crap. I ain't got to respect that. If you living right and doing right, I got nothing but respect for that. But you can't want me to respect you if you're not. I tell you, right thinkers, if the action don't match the words, don't believe them, period. Why? They lying. If you saying one thing and doing something else, that's the definition of a lie. As simple as that. If what you say don't match what you do, that ain't brain surgery to figure out. So hold yourself accountable and pay attention to those who do or don't. That's all you. It ain't your fault they don't do what they say. You ain't got to feel bad about that. I'll call you out. Simple as that. Why? Call me out. Simple. I ain't above it. But if I'm doing it, can't say that to me. Check you. Don't worry about me. Check you. Moving on. And again, right thinkers, we don't talk about being or doing what's right. We do what we do. When? Daily. And you do that, what happened? According to my philosophy and knowing my way of living, right? Doing the right thing, it ain't easy. I tell you that, anybody who's doing it, no, it ain't easy. But if you do it, God will what? Bless you just like he blessed me. He don't pick and choose. He just bless those who do. Be one of them. You ain't got to worry about what somebody else say or do. Just do you. Again, that's a lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got the message. Take heed to it, because it ain't what you say. It's always in what you do. And when you're doing the right thing, you'll be rewarded for that. Trust me. It ain't about man. It's about your higher self. And that's the lesson. Closing. Right thinkers be y'all. That'll be 100. Me 100 miles a day. So I've never known that my right thinkers who know right living is the way to go, and then haven't passed away, excuse me. And if you know thyself, you don't die, we multiply. You know why?